Let's imagine that you have a kid. Look, I don't like to think that any of my viewers would do something so reckless, but it's a thought experiment, okay, so go with it. Anyway, you spend your entire day doing normal parent shit that you have to deal with when you have a young child, and that includes, cleaning piss and shit off of them, watching them make a mess of your house and your cool Funko Pop figures, which, by the way, are not toys. Trying to remember not to lock them in hot cars, and generally just having to watch them every minute of every day so that the dumb little bastard doesn't try to kill himself. And trust me, he wants to kill himself. Anyway, it makes sense that after the end of the day like that, you'd be pretty exhausted, and you just want a couple of goddamn minutes to yourself to watch the new episode of Young Sheldon without having to worry about the stupid little bastard putting his fat fingers into a power outlet. So what do? Well, you sit him down, hand him a tablet, and you fire up the YouTube. So over the past few years, there's been a huge proliferation in children's content on YouTube. Some good stuff, and others, not so much. However, due to the YouTube automatic next video feature and their algorithm, which is a word that I've heard before and will repeat here, it can lead your kids to go from watching like some pretty normal, run-of-the-mill kids content to the real weirdo shit. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the real weirdo shit. Specifically, all of the weird bootleg Mickey Mouse cartoons on YouTube. I first found these videos after watching one of Frederick Knudson's Down the Rabbit Hole videos he did on the Finger family, which you should definitely check out. And in that video, he has a clip of Hitler doing karate, and I was trying to find that video for my own purposes, don't worry about it, when I was suggested one of these Mickey Mouse cartoons. And of course, I love Mickey Mouse, because in this house we do Disney. And so I watched it, and I was shocked to see just how many of these fucking videos there are. I mean, just lists of them. The first thing you'll notice is just how, hastily made there are. It's just kind of a Mickey Mouse pasted onto a humanoid body. But the next thing you'll notice is the theming, which is where we get to the weirdo shit. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I am a certified graduate of the YouTube Creator Studio video series. And having watched all of the videos, and with over 400 subscribers ourselves, I think it's pretty safe to say that I know what it's like to roll with the biggest players of the YouTube community. And it's YouTube 101 to come up with a great title that's going to capture your audience to get them to watch your video, right? And I think we found one here, a perfect example with this first video I want to show you, entitled Mickey Mouse Need to Pee on Minnie Mouse Bathtub with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, full episode 4. Now that's some grade A search engine optimization. And it's no wonder this video is killing it with over 316 views at the time of recording. Now to put that in perspective, if each one of those views was a nickel, you'd have almost $16. That's nearly enough to get Daddy's Home 2 on Blu-ray. Pretty cool. So first things first, does the video deliver on the aforementioned bathtub pee? Unfortunately, no. I watched the entire video and there's no bathtub pee at all, so it's clickbait bullshit there. But, that doesn't mean there's not some good content here. So for example, there's this cute little story here where Mickey and Minnie go out to dinner, and Minnie pranks Mickey into thinking that she's pregnant and forcing him into marriage. Okay. Or there's this other story here where slutty Minnie Mouse pretends to be pregnant to the other Minnie Mouse to make her jealous. Okay, or how about this one where Minnie Mouse kisses Mickey and then she goes to the OBGYN because she thinks she's pregnant. Jesus Christ. These are all in the same video. But, say what you will. The kids love a good pregnancy scare. So, this content is perfect for them. But now, if you really want to keep the kids' attention with these videos, you really should try to pull in some other characters they might know and recognize. And with all the big crossovers going on right now, I think this next video is a perfect example of how to reel the kids in and keep them busy. And this one is entitled Minnie Mouse Piss Away, Paw Patrol, Police Arrest, Crying in Prison, Movie, Mickey Mouse Animation. There's a lot going on there, but let's let's take a look here. So right off the bat, there's a lot going on here with this video. We got Mickey Mouse in a Spider-Man costume. He's wearing a fresh pair of Timberlands. He's eating some ice cream. He's drinking some soda. And sure enough, he does have to pee. The dude just starts pissing all over the wall, and which is a cool thing to do, but it is the youth. They are impressionable. You need to let them know you can't just get away with whatever you want. So sure enough, he does get arrested. He does spend the rest of his life in prison, and we do get this wonderful scene of him just crying and crying and crying. I like this one a lot because it teaches kids they need to respect law enforcement. Of course, whether or not you're the parent of a child or a children's content creator for YouTube, you want to make sure that your videos contain a strong moral backbone and can provide a moral and a life lesson for the impressionable audience that's going to be watching it. So I'd like to finish off this piece here with a couple of examples that just, I think, do a remarkable job of carrying their messages home to the audience. The first video here is entitled Mickey Mouse Fart Funny Story Full Episodes, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, New Cartoon. In this vignette, we see a very important lesson about personal hygiene.
Oh no!
We open with Mickey, Minnie, and Donald playing together as Mickey Mouse passes some gas and realizes he's got to use the restroom. We then see what I think is one of the most riveting scenes ever put to YouTube. The scene then takes a heartbreaking turn when we see that Mickey Mouse is out of toilet paper, and he's left to make the decision that all of us, including the members of this audience, are going to have to make at some point in their lives. What do you do now? Well, Mickey decides that he's just going to join his friends like nothing happened. He's got doo-doo all over his ass, and he pays the consequences for it.
Oh no!
He's completely abandoned and ostracized from his friend group and left alone. And as the great hygiene poet, Delafunky Homo Sapien, said, you gotta wash your ass if you must, or else you'll be funky. Funky and alone. In this vignette, we see baby Mickey Mouse enjoying a delicious glass of pineapple juice. He loves it. He wants another one. But Minnie Mouse, she's not having it, and she cuts him off, which is bullshit, right? Because he wants more. And I think a lot of kids in this situation, they'd probably just give up if they were in Mickey Mouse's shoes. But this is Mickey Mouse we're talking about, right? He's not some fucking pussy. He's going to get what's his. And that's, again, what's really important about this video is that when kids are met with a challenge like this, they need to rise above. They need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, and they need to get what's theirs. And they need to take revenge on anybody who tried to tell them they couldn't have it in the first place.
I could stay away just to hear your breathing. Watch you smile while you were sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment of treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't